Hello and welcome to the Cliff Notes version of the all-employee meetings that we recently had that were very well attended on the results of the Great Place to Work survey and what happens next. We had about a 62% response rate on the survey, which I think was good for this first baseline survey. And we had a number of things that came out of the survey that told us what's going well and things that we can continue to work on to make San Rafael even greater. This slide shows the things that showed up on the upper end of the survey results. And I'm not going to read them all here because you can see them on your screen, but the first few of them talk about how our employees feel about their job, that it's not just a job, you feel like you make a difference here, you're proud to tell others that you work here. And these sorts of things, as I look at this list, I can't tell you how proud I am as the city manager to work for this organization filled with the kind of people that are here to make a difference in the community, to give back, to do something important for the community, and to make San Rafael a better place. So I was really excited to see these sorts of things scoring highly in our organization, and I think these are really important things that we need to keep doing and celebrate. The next slide are the things that fell lower in the survey, which we would then call things to work on or things we want to focus on in addition to the things that are going well. And here, people here do not quickly adapt to change. We need to more consistently involve staff in decisions that affect their jobs, facility needs. You can look down this list. There's a number of things here. One of the things that really stood out to the management team is we really wanted to focus on consistently involving staff in decisions that affect their jobs. And we took that not to mean that every decision that's made at the city is going to be up for a vote or a majority rule, but instead that staff need to be involved in the sorts of things and want to be involved and are prepared to be involved and have talents to add to decision making that happens affecting their jobs and affecting the community. So this is one area that we really want to make sure that we spend time on going forward in addition to the other things on this list. Our all-employee meetings didn't just stop with the survey results, but we also talked about Together San Rafael as a next step for one of the ways that the survey results will be used in the organization. And so for Together San Rafael, it's a citywide effort that's improving service delivery and making San Rafael a great place to work. You see here on this slide kind of the how we're going to get there. And then on the next slide, we included the guiding principles from the Together San Rafael sheet. And this came through the advisory committee, which is made up of all departments and multiple levels throughout the organization, city staff, thinking about Together San Rafael, thinking about our service delivery and how we work with the community, and the how part. How do we want to do this? Not just the what of the service that we provide, but more of the how and the why of why we deliver services in San Rafael. So you can see some of the things that are listed here, collaborating across departments, cultivating trust, taking risks and trying new things, communicating well and often, being open to change. These sorts of things show up in the Together San Rafael guiding principles. Next up for Together San Rafael is the Learning Lab pilot program. And this is going to be an opportunity for a group of people throughout our organization, some of them on the Together San Rafael Advisory Committee, but then others just throughout the organization at large, as we again try to represent all departments and all levels in the organization, to work together on real work challenges that we have and to get some facilitation and some input from an outside organization that we're working with called Civic Makers to assist us as we look at the problems that we're facing, both internally. It might be something like how we onboard employees into the organization that we want to work on, or externally that affects the community, something like we might want to talk about how we deal with illegal dumping or other sort of challenges going on in the city. So the Learning Lab is going to be able to give us an opportunity to work through some of these sort of challenges in a setting that it also has ability to learn from civic makers and learn from each other as we develop skills to focus on these sorts of issues. So again, the survey results are not an end point, but rather some extremely useful information about what employees are thinking as we're working on a number of other efforts throughout the city. And that's where you come in. We really want to make sure that employees are getting involved to the level that they want to. There's a number of things on this slide, but also some specific things that I wanted to mention, making sure that you are aware of what's going on with Together San Rafael If you'd like to participate in one of the learning labs, I recently sent out an email about the pilot program that we're doing this calendar year, and then we're going to learn from that pilot program and have more of them next year. So if you really want to participate in that process, and I invite you to, then consider being part of the first group or subsequent groups that follow. Also, some of you are on our Employee Recognition Committee, and that group's going to be looking at what they do for the organization and see if they want to expand, both in terms of the types of things they work on, also in terms of membership, maybe have subcommittees working on different topics. So there's more opportunities to get involved there. And then lastly, all of the information that we talked about at the all-employee meetings was regarding the city overall. So the next step is for each individual department to take a look at your own survey results for your specific department and have a conversation at the department level about how you want to follow up on those sorts of things. So there's lots of ways to get involved in this going forward, and I really strongly encourage you to get involved in any of these sorts of things or other ways that are on these slides to participate in what's going on in San Rafael and making it as great of a place that we can, both internally for our employees and also externally for the community that we serve. So thanks very much for watching this recap. If you have questions, please let me know. Let your department directors know, your supervisor, or anyone who's on the advisory committee for Together San Rafael. We're all available to answer questions that you might have. Thanks again.